Hello, future officers. Welcome to e-education. If you are new in this channel, do share and subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for regular update. So let's start today's session. In this session, we revise our daily current affairs through MCQ and explanation. Okay, so let's start today's session. First question. Consider the following statement. Statement 1. The globally important agricultural heritage system is an initiative of Food and Agricultural Organization, that is also called FAO. And statement 2. The United Nations has declared 2023 as the International Year of Millets. Okay. So now both the statement, first statement is absolutely correct, and United Nations declared 2023 as the International Year of Millet. This is also absolutely correct. Now let's see which of the statements given above is or are correct. So already we find out that both the statements are correct. So option C will the correct answer. Okay. Now move on to the explanation. The Food and Agricultural Organization is a specialized agency of the United Nations that leads international effort to defeat hunger. Okay. Now, World Food Day is celebrated on every year on 16 October to mark the anniversary of the founding of FAO in 1945. It is one of the UN Food Aid Organization based in Rome, Italy. Okay. Next, its two sister bodies are World Food Program and the International Fund for Agriculture Development. Okay. Next, the initiative taken by FAO, globally important agricultural heritage systems. So that was in statement 1. That's why statement 1 is correct. Next, monitors and desert locust situation throughout the world. The Codex Alimentarius Commission or CAC is the body responsible for all matters regarding the implementation of the joint FAO and WHO Food Standard Program, the International Treaty on Plant Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture. Next, FAO has supported Indian proposal for an International Year of Pulses, which was celebrated in 2016, and for declaring 2023 as the International Year of Millets. So that's why statement 2 is also correct. India released a commemorative coin of ₹75 to Domination, the mark of 75th anniversary of FAO, that is 16th October 2020. Okay. Let's see the next question. Next question. Consider the following statement. Statement 1. The differential heating and cooling of land and sea creates favorable conditions for southwest monsoon in India. So this statement is absolutely correct. Statement 2. The strong vertical air current and the formation of low pressure on the Tibetan plateau enhance the northeast monsoon in India. So this is incorrect. Now let's see which of the statements given above is or are correct. So already we got statement 1 is correct. So option 1 will the correct answer. Move on to the explanation. The climate of India is described as the monsoon type. In Asia, this type of climate is found mainly in the south and the southeast. The differential heating and cooling of land and water creates a low pressure on the landmass of India, while the seas around experience comparatively high pressure. So that was in statement 1. That's why statement 1 is correct. Next, the Tibetan plateau gets intensely heating during summer, which results in strong vertical air current and the formation of low pressure over the plateau at about 9 km above the sea level. So that's why statement 2 is incorrect. Next, the northeast monsoon occurs during October to December and is a comparatively small scale monsoon which is confined to the southern peninsula. This is also called winter monsoon also. Okay. Now, next question. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. Thailand shares land boundary with Vietnam and China. Statement 2. Corpet is the biennial naval exercise between India and Thailand. So here statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2, this is also incorrect. Now let's see the options. Which one is or are correct? So already we got both the statements are incorrect. So option D will the correct answer. Move on to the explanation. Thailand is a country located in the center of mainland of Southeast Asia. Okay. So this is Thailand. It is bordered with west and northwest by Myanmar and in the northeast by Laos, in the southeast by Cambodia and in the south by Malaysia. Okay. So it's a boundary neither with Vietnam nor with China. So that's why statement 1 is incorrect. Next, India and Thailand have been crying out corporate along their international maritime boundary line twice a year since 2005. So that's why statement 2 is incorrect. Recently, the 31st edition of India-Thailand coordinated patrol, that is Indo-Thai corporate between Indian Navy and the Royal Thai Navy, was conducted in the Andaman Sea. So this is very, very important. Where conducted? Andaman Sea, close to the Strait of Malacca. So this is the location, okay, where this coordination took place. Okay, next. Consider the statements regarding Jal Jeevan Mission R1. Okay, statement 1. It is an initiative under the Ministry of Jal Shakti. Statement 2. It aims to provide universal coverage of water supply to all households through functional taps in all statutory towns. Okay. Now let's see the options. First of all, this one is incorrect, and statement 2, the aim is to provide universal coverage of water supply to all households through functional tap in statutory town, is absolutely correct. So let's see the options. We have to find out the correct statement. Okay. So statement 2 is correct. So that is in option 2, B. Okay, 2 only. Move on to the explanation. In the budget 2021 and 22, Jal Jeevan Mission R1 was announced under the Housing and Urban Affairs Ministry. So that's why statement 1 is incorrect. What is the aim? It's aim to provide universal coverage of water supply to all households through functional taps in all statutory town accordance with Sustainable Development Goal 6, clean and sanitation, clean water and sanitation. Okay, so that's why statement 2 is correct. Now, what is Jal Jeevan Mission? Jal Jeevan Mission is an initiative under the Ministry of Jal Shakti. It aims to ensure access to pipe water for every household in rural India. Okay. So, it is Jal Jeevan Mission under the Ministry of Jal Shakti, and it was in first option Jal Jeevan Mission R1, that was under Housing and Urban Affairs Ministry. Okay, clear? Next question. Consider the following statements regarding the Mughal architecture. Statement 1. It was a blend of Baroque and Arabian style of architecture. And statement 2. Calligraphy and geometric patterns on walls are the special feature of Mughal architecture. Statement 3. Red sandstone and white marble are the main building material in this architecture. Okay. So here the first statement is incorrect. And calligraphy and geometric patterns on walls are the special feature of Mughal architecture. This is absolutely correct. Red sandstone and white marble are the main building material in this architecture. This is also absolutely correct. Let's see the options. So here the correct option will 2 and 3 are correct. 3 and 2. Okay. C will the correct option. Let's see the explanation. The Mughal architecture flourished in the northern and central India under the patronage of Mughal emperors from the mid-16th to the late 17th century. It was a blend of Indian, Persian and Turkish architecture style. Okay, that's why statement 1 is incorrect. Okay, let's see the next explanation. It contains diverse forms of architecture including different types of building such as majestic gates, that is entrance, forts, mausoleums, palaces, mosques, saris, etc. Okay, mostly red sandstone and white marbles were used for building this type of architecture. Okay, so that was in statement 2. That's why statement 2 is correct. Now, special feature of Mughal architecture include the Charbagh style of mausoleums, pronounced bulbous domes, slender terraces at the corners, broad gateways, beautiful calligraphy, arabesque and geometric patterns on pillars and walls, and palace halls supported on pillars. So that's why statement 3 is also correct. So these are all for this segment. If you like this session, do like, share with your friends. If you didn't subscribe our channel till now, then subscribe our channel e-education. Press the bell icon for regular update. If you have any query, any doubt, you can post your doubt on our Instagram or our Telegram group and Facebook page also. I will give the link in the description box. Thanks for watching the video.